Hi guys, it's Cindy. Thanks for coming back to my channel. This video is a follow-up to the one that I recently did on the upcoming craft show that I'm preparing for. I'm sorry it's been over a month since I posted the last one. I said that I was going to do a whole series, but I'm going to be honest, I've been very sick. I, um, I have lupus, and because of COVID, I was not able to get in to see my doctor for over a year. And then by the time they opened up, it took me 4 months to get an appointment. And then Biden banned the use of Plaquenil, which is the medication for lupus, because people were taking it for COVID, and he wants to control that. And so the rheumatologist said that a lot of damage has been done to my body at this point because of going untreated for so long. So I'm not saying that to get any sympathy. I've been dealing with this since I was 18 years old. My spirits are high. I still plan on going through with the craft show with the girlfriend's assistance. It's just that I know that I look very haggard right now with dark circles around my eyes, and I've lost a lot of weight, and I don't have my usual energy, but inside I'm perky and ready to share with you all. So there's that. Okay. So one of the reasons that I'm doing this series is because you might have run into the same challenges that I have. I have an Etsy shop. This is my first show, and it is an outdoor show. And the challenge for me was that I have a lot of larger, high-end items. For example, this scrapbook that I made recently. My light's really bad here. I have a whole bunch of mini albums, um, junk journals, but I'm doing a juried art show. It's not a craft fair, it's a juried art show. So be aware that if you are doing a juried show, they have guidelines. And one of their guidelines was they only want finished products, not supplies. So a lot of what's in my shop are junk journal supplies, and I can't sell them at this particular show. And a lot of what makes your money at craft shows are the smaller things, and I don't have any smaller items. I think the cheapest thing I had before I started this process was $60 for a blank mini album. So that was the challenge for me. I needed to make a lot of stuff very quickly, all while not feeling well, and at a really good price point where I can sell these for $3, $4, $5, $6, but still make a profit. So the last video I showed you, so I didn't have time or energy to create my own stuff. I just wanted uh, to find somebody else's tutorial and crank some things out. I didn't want to have to really think about it and create, because a lot of times when I create, I only do one of something. I don't really do things that can be mass produced, like this huge mini album. So those were all the factors that went into my decision making for doing smaller items. So that's something that you might want to think about if you don't usually, like me, don't usually watch other people's YouTube tutorials to create. It's might be worth it to see what other people are doing, and I'm putting all the links below to the tutorials that I used for the different booklets. So today I'm going to show you a wrap up of, I'm done with all my small items. I do want to make some more mini albums and journals, but I'm only going to make as many as I can make in the next 3 weeks. The show is in 3 weeks. And then the week after next, I'm going to do the whole setup in my backyard and practice it. I've been practicing a little bit in the house, and I'm going to show you that video too. But I'm going to do the whole setup in the backyard. I'm going to show you that in case you need some ideas. And I'm also going to show you how much different items cost me to make, so that might help you um, help eliminate all the research you have to do. Like, what do you buy? I'm doing an outdoor show, so what did I buy for a canopy? What did I make for products, and how much did that cost me? How much was my booth? All of that is factored in. I've got a piece of my vintage ledger paper here that I'm keeping track of things on, and I'm going to share that information with you. So let's go to my desk and the desk view, and I'll show you the smalls that I've made, and I'll put the links down below in case you need to crank out a bunch of smalls for your craft show.
Okay, so let me quickly show you what I've been working on. These three items are tutorials from, I followed tutorials from Lyric Lover Crafts, and these two items are from Nick the Booksmith. So I showed these a little bit in my first video, I believe. These are um, three notebooks that I made from one piece of paper. I'm sorry, one pack of paper that I got from the Dollar Tree. They looked like this. So this is the little wallet notebook, and I have about 50 of each of these, I think. These are, well, let me open them up really quickly. I just don't want this video to be too long. So these are the little wallet notebooks. They come with a belly band, and then you open them up and you have a little pad of paper. These are little tiny notebooks. You get two of them, and I put some yarn and a little charm there, and they are, I'm not going to open these up, but these are made of scrapbook paper totally. And then this is just a chunky pad of paper that I wrapped scrapbook paper around, and then put a what do you call these? Not the journal cards, but yeah, I forget. I put a journal card or some kind of embellishment on them. I have the link to all of these tutorials below from Lyric Lover Crafts. And then, of course, the wonderful Nick the Booksmith. I made some of these notes too pads where people can write. This is my sample one that's going to sit out. I've got to press it down. Notes too, and then they can put my daughter, my son, my granddaughter, whatever, and it's a little pad of paper with just copy paper inside. And then I made about 25 of Nick's little tiny mini books, and I'm going to show you a little later when at a yard sale I found a little tiny bookshelf that these all are going to fit in. I'm also making a couple of other books on my own that I've kind of started out of Stamperior paper. These are a little bigger than this. These are my own design. But that's what I made for my smalls. All of the links are below. I made 25 to 40 of each. This is just a one-day event. On top of that, I have all of my mini albums that I've made, and I'm making this big pile here. I'm making about 20 blank albums. I have albums in my shop that are blank that other people, so you can decorate it yourselves. And I found this gorgeous fabric. I love this fabric, and so I made. I'm going to have 10 to 20 of these. So let me just show you very quickly what my display looks like in my hallway, because I've been practicing how I'm going to set things up. And then in the next video I am going to go through my ledger here as to what everything cost me, and links to all of the things that I had to purchase, like the canopy, these little glassine bags that my items are going into, all of the details as to how much my first show cost me. That will be in the next video, and I'm also going to show you the setup. I'm going to be practicing it. I was going to practice it today, but it's raining. I'm going to practice it in a few days, setting up the total thing outside and seeing how long it's going to take me to do that. In the following video after that, I'm going to actually show you the craft fair itself. You're going to get to see the craft show and how it's going. My husband's coming to be my videographer, so this is going to be a series. As long as I continue to feel okay, that's the plan. So let me cut away and show you the setup in my hallway. Okay, so this is the main table that I'm going to have. I did buy a fitted tablecloth, which you'll see in the next video. And this social media sign I found on Etsy. I'll put the link below. I wanted to link to my channel. These are the chunky notebooks. They're in a little apple crate. And these are the Nick the Booksmith little notepads. They're in an antique postal drawer. The others are in a little basket, and there's another postal drawer. So those are most, if not all, most of my smalls. That credit card sign, I need to find a place to put it, and then a large scrapbook album that I made is on prominent display. There's some other mini albums that I made, and actually two of those are Mom's that she made. There's the music album that I was trying to show you earlier. And then here's the little bookcase that I found for the Nick the Booksmith books, which I thought was really adorable. And some antique salt and pepper shakers using as bookends, and the box up and to the right is a little book in a box that I made. So that's what it looks like for right now. So I'm going to get cranking on these little blank mini albums and some other things, and I'll see you in the next video where I show you my setup outside. Bye!